watching One Gotti Talking Sports.
Hey, that's a hell of a game. That's a hell of a game. A lot of good things, a lot of positive things, guys. But understand one thing: a little bit sloppy. We can be better. We got to be better. That's the truth of the matter. Understand who you guys are, who you're becoming. Becoming a hell of a football team. But the only way you can do that is pay attention to the detail. Understand how important the little things are. And when you get a chance to finish the game, finish it strong. Finish it strong. A lot of positive things, guys. We're gonna learn from these things. Go ahead, Jonathan.
Hey, as a team, I think we understand we didn't really finish the way we wanted to. Yeah. Defense, they had 9 yards in the first half, and they did all that in the second half. Yeah. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because when we win, sometimes it's hard to see the lesson because we're excited, and I don't want to dampen the mood, but we got to understand that first half we really show what we can do. Defense in the second half, we can't come out here and be sloppy, and I'll be the first one to admit I wasn't as focused as I should be. Offense, I know you guys are better than that in the red zone, and I'm not calling anybody out. I'm calling everybody out because we got to be better. We play like that on Monday night against the Eagles. We don't win that game. We know that. Good win. We're gonna enjoy it. Let's refocus. You know what I mean? Let's not have to have a loss to get ourselves refocused.
There you go. Team on three. 1, 2, 3, team.
YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here with another Washington Commanders video, and in today's video, I'm coming on here with a video where we're gonna be talking about Chase Young and his availability for this weekend's game versus the Falcons, and also, as you can see, the guy to my left here, Kyle Pitts, the Falcons' best player probably. A huge injury update for him too. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. But before we do, make sure you guys go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload a video about the NFL, or in this case, our Washington Commanders. We're on the road to 5,000 subscribers, so hit that subscribe button again if you haven't already. Thank you so much. Also, don't forget to check out my top of the morning show that it will be going live Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 9 a.m. We talk sports. It's going to be that sports radio show that you listen to on your way to work, at work, or whatever morning activities you get done during the morning. I want to be that sports show that you listen to, so please check out my top of the morning show that goes live Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. Thank you again. Let's get straight into today's video. So how we doing? Still riding high off of that win versus the Houston Texans, as the Washington Commanders got it done and pretty much was in cruise control from the second quarter on to the fourth, and Washington wins in 23-10 fashion. Again, only disappointing thing about that was that we couldn't capitalize in the red zone. But as you heard in the beginning of the video, you heard Captain Jonathan Allen talking about what he knows we can do better. Oh my God, I love Jonathan Allen. He has me can't talk because he is basically an extended fan. Everything he says is what we would say. We know if we was able to talk to these players and coaches, we know we would say, hey man, y'all gotta be better in the red zone. You know, defense, you know, y'all allowed 8 total yards in the first half, but they kind of went off in the second half. You know we can be better. And as you heard in that clip, Jonathan Allen said that is why he, Terry McLaurin, and you know, guys like that are the leaders of this team, because they speak their mind, they speak the truth. Okay, even Taylor Heinicke in this post game interview, he when he was getting emotional, he basically was like, you know, offense can be better. You know, we can capitalize in the red zone. You know, and that's true. We should have had way more than 23 points. I don't even care that we were in cruise control. That's what was pissing me off yesterday. That's why I was like, it was boring, because it wasn't boring the game itself. It was just boring that we kept settling for field goals, because it wasn't like the Falcons were just forcing us 3 and out. We were driving down the field, okay, and not scoring. That was the frustrating part. We can't have that against teams like Atlanta, teams like San Francisco, teams like the Giants. We got to capitalize in the red zone. You know what I'm saying? And you went 1 for 3 against a team like Houston. That's no good. That's no good. So, I mean, I don't want to get too low on it, but I definitely love how Jonathan Allen was aware, and he made the team aware. So I have no doubt in my mind that we're going to get right back to work on Wednesday, and we are going to fix it. Now, let's go ahead and look at the news on Chase Young, and look what Ron Rivera had to say about Chase Young. So look here, Chase Young will be activated to the 53-man roster. Today he was activated to the 53-man roster today per Ron Rivera and the Commanders. So he is expected to play. Excuse me, as you can see, I'm trying to pull up the actual quote here on my cellular device. So it says Chase Young has been activated to the 53-man roster. Ron Rivera announced. Rivera stated that it's still unknown if Young will play this weekend. He said he's ready. When he's ready, he will play. If not, he will wait another week. So basically, what they did this because they didn't want to put him on season-ending IR. They still have hopes that Chase Young will play this season, but if they didn't activate him to the 53-man roster today or by Wednesday, then he would have had to go on season-ending injury reserve. So just because he's being activated this today does not necessarily mean he will play versus the Falcons, but that just means at some point this year he still will play. You know what I'm saying? So again, it's still a week by week basis. At this point, in my opinion, man, I don't want to rush him back. If he's not 100%, if he doesn't look good, and doesn't look ready to play, then let's just wait till next year, man. The defensive line has been playing well. So we don't necessarily need Chase Young back. It would be lovely to have him back, our second overall pick. Don't get me wrong. It would be lovely, but we don't necessarily need this guy back this year, okay? I mean, you getting help from guys like F.A. Obata, James Smith-Williams, even John Ridgeway, even though he makes the boneheaded mistakes because he makes good plays but then just does too much after, even he's stepping up. And even if he can, just leave everything out, keep everything in, and just take out the power bomb, the guy will be amazing. Okay, so we don't need to rush this guy back. Okay, it's no need. I hope Dr. Andrews, I hope Ron Rivera makes the right decision. I really want to see Chase Young. I'm not gonna say I don't want to see him. I want to see the guy, but if he's not right, let's just not force him. Okay, it will be one thing, to just ruin this guy's career as a whole because we want to see him come back, for the final 6 games and possibly the postseason. But let's just think positive and think, long term with this injury. And basically, that's what Chase Young was saying. When they talked to him pre-game yesterday, he basically was like he appreciates that Ron Rivera and his coaching staff and training staff is not rushing him back and letting them stay the course and letting them, prolong everything out, so when he's fully ready to go, he's ready to go. Okay, so again, he's being activated, but they only do that to buy them some time, because again, if they didn't activate this guy today, or by Wednesday rather, he would have had to go on season-ending IR, and they didn't want that to happen. Okay, so they're just buying themselves time by activating. So he will address or he will be a part of the 50-man roster, but that doesn't necessarily mean he will play or dress. So that basically all right, look, if Chase doesn't play this weekend, how he never shows up on an inactive report this whole year, he will now start to show up on an inactive report if he doesn't, play on Sunday versus the Falcons. But that's neither here nor there. Hopefully we can get him back this week. Because the reason why I say it's neither here nor there is because we don't know the status of his possibility to play this week yet. Probably got to wait till like Friday or Saturday or even the day of. But we'll see, and I'll keep you guys posted. So now let's move over to the next bit of news that we have to talk about here. Kyle Pitts. Okay, Kyle Pitts, standout Falcons tight end. He's done for the year. And when I first saw this, I was like, yes. You know what I'm saying? Immediately thinking as a boneheaded fan, like, yes, we won't have to face this guy. But I really felt bad after I celebrated because I'm like, man, I don't never wish injury on anybody, but I'm just excited that we don't have to play this guy for this week. I was hoping that his injury wasn't so serious that he was out for the year. I was hoping that it was just a 1-week injury, maybe a slight sprain. And wasn't really nothing too damaging. And I saw him jog off the field yesterday, so I thought it was promising, but it turns out that it was a tear, an MCL tear, which is unfortunate. But I was just excited because I'm like, yes, we don't have to face him this week, but I hope he's fine next week. But speedy recovery to Kyle Pitts, one of the one of the bright stars in the NFL, young stars, and hopefully he can get back better than ever next year. But I just didn't want to have to face this guy this weekend. But yeah, that's that. Last thing I want to talk about with you guys is just some game balls from yesterday. Whole defense really get a game ball. You got my guy Defoe with the pick. Benjamin St. Juste, he got shaken up. Hopefully he is okay. Don't know the status on him. They said it was an ankle injury, so hopefully he's okay. But the guy is balling out. Benjamin St. Juste is playing really, really well, and he's really morphing into a cornerback one. I know a lot of people want to say high cornerback two. I'm shooting for the stars with this guy. I think he can really morph into a cornerback one if he continues to play at this rate, and he can work on, not being as handsy, that can cause a lot of PI. Even though the PIs that been called on him were BS, you still would like to see him, be less handsy at that point, so he doesn't have to put the refs in position to even call those flags. You want to see him be more, more of a ball hawk as far as having an eye for the ball, turn around. Juice to have like 3 picks on the year, 4 picks, but his lack of ball hawking skills rather, and just BS penalties on him has caused him to not have that yet. But he's always around the ball. He's always causing his teammates, giving his teammates turnovers, because Juice caused one, the Quez Watkins play where he got burned, but he didn't give up on the play, and the ball popped out because he forced the fumble on Quez Watkins. Defos picked it up. He's always helping out his team and making sure his teammates eat. So that's not the issue. Now we got to make sure Juice eats himself, okay? So St. Juice making plays. Love to see it. He gets the game ball. Kendall Fuller. You know what today? Kendall Fuller's been in the NFL so long that I did not know this guy was just 27 years old. Did y'all know that? Him and Terry McLaurin are the same age. Terry McLaurin's only been in the league for 4 years. Kendall Fuller's been in the league for like 8. That's crazy, ain't it? Because I was watching this video and they were speaking on Kendall Fuller, and we talk about Kendall Fuller, even myself talk about him as if he's just old, because we say he lost his step like he's 31. The dude is only 27. I'm like, wow, his contract is up next year, and I'm speaking on the stream yesterday, like we could draft the corner this year, have him be under Kendall Fuller for 1 more year, and then we can let go of Kendall Fuller. But if we let go of Kendall Fuller, he only gonna be 28, 29. So the guy is still really, really young, and I did not know that. I can't be the only one that didn't know Kendall Fuller was only 27. But he gets a game ball. He's turned around the season. He always does it every year. He always has a slow start to the year, but then he always finds a way to turn it around at some point. So shout out to Kendall Fuller for getting it done and making some great plays on the ball. I mean, the pick 6 was amazing, and I love that this defense is finally balling out. Then you got Cam Curl, top-rated safety. He's balling out too, making tackles. Then you got the defensive line. How can I forget? I saved the best for last. Jonathan Allen, nasty, killing Kevin Green or Kenyon Green. You got Montez Sweat working the line. You got Deron Payne, big pain in the middle, causing some pain. Then you got John Ridgeway. Even though he had a bonehead mistake, you still got to give him a game ball because the guy was making some plays out there too. Then you got F.A. Obata, James Smith, with everybody was chipping in, man. You gotta love it. This defense is amazing, bro, and I hope we can keep it up. And if Chase Young comes back, that's great, but if not, I think we should be fine, but just please keep it up. And then lastly, play close attention to tonight's Monday night game, because if the 49ers lose, we move into that 7th seed. And again, I understand it's just week 12 or week 11 rather, going into week 12, so it doesn't matter at this current juncture. But I just love seeing our name up there and our team up there in that graphic. So give me that 7th seed, okay? Give me that 7th seed, and then we can move from there. So let's go Cardinals. Hopefully they can pull one out for us tonight. As always, it's me and Boy One Guy. There you have it. Make sure you guys leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications so you get notified when new content is posted to the channel like this one. Let me know what you guys think about this video in the comment section. I'm out. Peace. Cost me one time, that's gonna get you popped. Get you popped.